Hey guys, wanted to make one more video before I finish up today. There's a lady that I saw at the gym yesterday, and it kind of made me smile looking back on how I was introduced to her, and I wanted to make a video to kind of share it with you guys. It was probably 3 or 4 months ago. I was sitting in my office and this lady came in, and she was probably in her 50s and she was overweight, and she asked if she could get her body fat tested. And I pulled out my handheld body fat tester, and we took her body fat, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I'm kind of looking down writing this stuff and explaining it to her, and she's not saying anything, and I look up at her, and her lips quivering, and she's starting to tear up, and I said, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "I've been working so hard every day for the last month, and I haven't lost any weight, and I haven't lost any body fat," and she said, "I'm so discouraged. I think I'm too old to do this. I can't lose the weight. I've been working harder than I have in a long time." And she just broke down in my office, and I'm like, oh, okay. We need to attack this right from the start before she even decides to leave and just quit altogether. And I said, you have to understand that there's things going on mentally that are developing, even though you may not see the development physically. So you have had a lifestyle possibly with poor habits for the last 10-15 years, and the last month you've decided that you want to invest time into yourself and work out, start eating healthier. You'd like to lose weight, you'd like to feel better about yourself, and it's been a month. The scale hasn't shown it, the body fat hasn't shown it, but think about how you have changed in your head. What would you have done the past month if you haven't been working out? Would you have sat at home, watched TV? What kind of food would you have been eating? What type of negative things have you eliminated from your life? Do you have a friend who was a downer? Were you in a relationship that you finally said, you know what, screw this crap, I don't need you anymore? What positive choices have you made for yourself that you can't really measure on a scale or with a handheld body fat tester? And she quit crying and started feeling a little bit better, and I told her, don't let your determination and your drive be put to a stop just because you don't see a change on the scale. There will be times when you work harder than you've ever worked before and you won't see any results on the scale at all. And a lot of people have to earn their results it's a very hard road to get where they want to be. That's something that irritates me so much about people who want the fast fix, the crash diets, illegal substances. I saw a thing on the news, some lady did feeding tube through her nose, liposuction, all that stuff. They want the HCG injections where you trick your body to think you're pregnant or some crap. None of those people build any kind of discipline, or they don't build any type of personal self-worth by doing that. How do I progress and build and strengthen my head if I can just go somewhere and get a shot and eat 500 calories a day for a couple weeks and drop ridiculous weight? What does that do for me long term? I don't feel like I've accomplished anything. I haven't put in the hours in the gym. I haven't endured hours and days and months and years of gym time. It was some stupid quick fix. You see these guys who explode on injections and pills and all this stuff. They get huge, but it only lasts a month. What discipline have they learned from doing that? Not very much, and I'll tell you why. Because when they quit that stuff and they start to get depressed because they're losing the awesome results that they gained, they end up worse off than they were in the beginning. And I told this lady, you are already leaps and bounds ahead of some jerk who just pays a bunch of money for some easy diet, because they're going to be farther behind than you are a couple months down the road. And this whole lady, as I'm talking to her, her eyes are getting big and she's almost a little bit scared. But I said, don't ever discredit what you've done, even if you can't see it on the scale. And every single day at 12 o'clock, this lady is on the treadmill with her headband and her water bottle, and I try to catch her eye and like smile and wave, but she doesn't even notice I'm there. She's on that treadmill busting ass every single day. She's more committed than any of those people will ever be who have the money to blow on that stupid fast fix type of stuff. She hired a personal trainer, one of the people that works at our gym. Every single day she's in there working out, and it's slow. Her progress is slow, but it's progress that she's earned. She hasn't paid a doctor or went to some company and got some injection or done a fast fix. It's very impressive for me. I would say out of all the people I've seen, that's one of the coolest stories that I've seen as far as someone being discouraged and pushing it to the side and still trekking on. So if you're someone who is considering giving up exercise and hard work and just taking the easy way out, don't do it. Okay? You'll thank yourself for not doing it. You'll thank yourself for putting in the hard work and the time, because even if you see people who are doing fast fix type of activities, it does not last. If you are one of the people who has done that and it has lasted, you are very rare, and I still have a hard time believing that you developed your head to stick with an active and healthy lifestyle. So if you've worked hard, if you haven't seen the results that you want, keep working. Worst case scenario, you're getting smart, you're getting educated, you're building self-confidence in your brain. So that's all I have for today, and I'll talk to you guys soon.